good to go.
That's where coming to an event like this, you have machines on display, you can jump.
Hey y'all, we are here at MasterTech Expo 2023 in Mesa, Arizona, where thousands of audio and trim shops have gathered to learn how to take their skill to the next level. You can see that the Mesa Convention Center is full of vendors, audio vendors alike, looking to see and work with trimmers and audio shops. Apex Leather is the choice leather here at MasterTech Expo 2023 for all of the training classes, the demos, the build-offs, and we are excited because it has also just been used for the sold-out class from Buck's Customs and Wesley's Cato's class. Actually, they have used our Fusion line, our flagship leather, to train in their stitching class. And you know what? We've got them here today at our booth to chat a little bit with you about their tips and tricks and their design and their expertise with the trimming. So let's go ahead and go on into Apex Leather booth 105. Join us here at MasterTech Expo 2023. All right, hey guys, hey, we've got Wesley Cato here with Anything Car Audio, and we've got Chris with Buck's Customs. So thanks for joining us here today. So guys, we appreciate you being here at MasterTech Expo. First experience here in Mesa, Arizona with Brian Schmidt and MasterTech. How's it going for you this year?
So far, it's going well. Me and Wes just finished up our first session.
A sold-out class.
First
class sold out.
Well, that's good. They saw us pretty face was going to be here.
Oh,
very good. So how did the class go for you?
I think it went well. We talked to a couple of students afterwards, and they said they had good feedback, and we asked them about it, and they said we did good on so far so good.
There was also a lot of questions lined up for us afterwards that we're going to address. Yeah. Or everything we already have loaded in for session 2, so stay tuned on that.
We're both passionate about what we do, so sharing our knowledge is part of the game. And we like helping other people that want to learn. And that's
Absolutely.
What this event is everybody's here that wants to learn. Nobody's forced to be here.
Taking their skill to the next level, and of course, learning from the experts in the industry, of course, always helps. So we appreciate you being here.
We just work a beat.
Well, and of course, the important part of that is, of course, being willing to share so that your skill doesn't stay there and can inspire others in the community to work in the automotive trim industry. So, for all of our viewers here on the Hog Ring, hey, thanks for joining us here. So tell us, with your expertise and your knowledge, there's a lot of audio shops here among the trim shops as well. So, of course, a lot of people want to begin to expand outside of their area of expertise, audio into upholstery, and, of course, upholstery into audio. And we see a lot of that overlap here. What would you say are some tips or tricks for those audio folks who may want to begin to dabble in upholstery or trim work? What would you say would be one of the first 2 or 3 different tips and tricks for them to begin to experience and learn the trade?
I was that guy. 15 years ago, I was a stereo guy that sent something out to the upholstery shop, get it back, and it wasn't what I wanted. So at that point, I bought a sewing machine, started playing, started learning, and just have faith in yourself and just do it. Take the lead, buy the machine. Ask the questions, reach out to us on social media.
Just invest in yourself.
Exactly, invest in yourself.
So Wesley and Chris are very approachable. They're really willing to share their expertise and their knowledge with trim shops. So shoot them a DM. They're willing to help out, willing to inspire, and work with shops. So Wesley at Anything Car Audio, Chris at Buck's Customs, shoot them a DM. They're willing to help you. So you talked about a sewing machine. Is there a certain brand or a certain model that either of you recommend?
There's so many brands out there. Yeah. There's so many brands out there. I mean, that counts. I have a couple. I have NC sewing machines. I have TV and I have console. So I have a variety of machines. Some people like to go on one machine. Some people like to spread them out. It's all kind of get on the machine and see what you like. And the guy, you got NC sewing here. You can go there, play that machine, see if you like it, you're good to go.
That's where coming to an event like this, you have machines on display. You can jump right behind it, almost like jump behind the wheel with mouse machines, test them out, get a feel for it, get an understanding for it a little bit. And you got someone like that with a little tech support, and you know that he's there for you. So, I would definitely look at that route first.
Okay.
Touch and feel, just like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Touch and feel.
Feels so nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. What about you, Chris? Anything that you would recommend for newbies dabbling in the business?
Well, I mean, my thing was pretty much I would just just buy a machine. I went from working in the family's business, never doing anything like this. I was never in the car audio. I never worked in the automotive field. I had a passion. I had basically a vision and a drive, I would say. And I bought a machine and showed up at the house. I knew that was the extension cord, went into the wall. That's as much as I knew. Figure it out. Now you have so much at your fingertips. Stuff like the MasterTech Expo that's going on, and you got classes like what me and Wesley are doing that are given pretty much a blow by blow. And so if you are that guy that doesn't know anything about it, you can pretty much learn from ground one, or you got some things figured out, and you can come in and you just pick up a little tip here and there.
Even me, I'm gonna learn something from him today. He might learn something from me today.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
when you leave an event like this, if you leave with nothing, you're not trying. You're not open-minded.
There's knowledge all around.
Yeah, there's knowledge
It's
everywhere.
really cool here at MasterTech Expo. Not only is it an expo to learn a lot of the creation and the design, but the connecting, the building, the networking is just as critical as the hands-on skill that you'll learn at MasterTech Expo. And just connecting with shops and the expert in the industry is just a renowned, awesome opportunity. Highly recommend MasterTech Expo and reaching out to fellow shops, especially if you're looking to get into the trim shop.
Put a face to the name too.
So, and putting a face to the name.
Like
yes.
you're on the computer all day long talking to these people, but getting to shake their hand in person and talk to them and saying, "Hey man, how's everything going?" It's a lot different than behind a keyboard or your phone.
That's awesome. Well, fantastic. So we talked about guys who are looking to get into the trimming and into the upholstery work, and just tips and tricks for just getting started. But what would you say about the seasoned trimmers, the seasoned upholsterers that want to take their skill to the next level? There's nobody better that can offer tips and tricks than yourselves.
There's a lot better. You can't. It's crazy because it's hard to give advice to somebody that's not here, or it's hard to give somebody some advice that is like, oh, we've been knowing that. So that's a tricky question. Chris, what you think?
Pretty much exactly what you said, but it's also, I would say, the application. It's just like anything, whether or not you're fabricating or whether or not you're selling. I mean, it could be just like one little step in the procedure that you can pick up. I mean, like me and him. Like
I'm sorry. You know what we should say? Don't stop learning.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the people that are seasoned trimmers that might say, you know what, I know that already. I know that. If you can find a way that saves you 1 or 2 minutes on a process, that's going to save you how much money over that year.
Oh yeah. So, and that's pretty much it.
So that goes for trimmers. That goes for fabricators. That goes for anybody. I want to learn until I'm in my bed dying. I want to learn hey. How's this bed work? I want to figure it out. I want to learn every day.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm curious, and what about design? A lot of our trimmers are watching today. Want to know, how do you start the design process? I mean, you get this build inside, your garage. I mean, where do you start? I mean, as far as
for me, first of all,
just start with email.
No. I actually, if you want to talk about renderings, I'm anti-renderings.
Okay. They take your freedom away.
Yeah, I mean, the creativeness is actually the part that I love the most about it, right? So the design aspect, creating something, something from nothing is obviously, fantastic, but just trying to figure out when it comes in, you got just a blank landscape, you have nothing that was there. So the customer all the time says, well, "What are you thinking?" Or "What are you going to do?" I go, "I don't know yet." I want to get it in. Obviously, I'm looking at the whole car. This car, I'm looking at it's 32 Ford. I'm looking at the style of the build, the wheels, the tires, the stance of it. Is it a 60s hot rod? Is it a traditional hot rod? Is it you're going a little modern? If it's a 69 Camaro, or you want to do like OEM plus design, or you want to do something cutting edge pro touring that you may go out of style in 5 years, you got to take that risk on, that it may or may not do that. I prefer timeless, clean design, and unless leather goes out of style or carpet goes out of style,
let's hope not.
you should be able to just change the wheels and tires on the vehicle and bring it back out in 20 years.
So my approach is similar but slightly different. I walk around the car with my notebook and I draw the headlights, I draw the front grille, I draw the body lines, I draw everything on the car, And that's part of my sketch palette. Just like a brainstorm when you write an essay in school, same concept. I got my piece of paper here, and then I take those lines and sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes you start designing something. You're like, you know what? This looks familiar. Oh, it's a body line. That's why it looks. And you pick up something like you don't even realize you're picking it up.
And that's like if you're looking at your landscape, I look at the roof line of a vehicle. Right? Like sometimes the roof line may tie in, and that'll be, something like that. So, but yeah, just take the design aspects from a vehicle and tie it into it and go from there.
Gotcha. So you see just a little bit different of approaches, but the end result for both of them are absolutely phenomenal. It is really cool to see the transformation from beginning to end, from total transformation of an interior. Nonetheless, the transformation of the leather hides as well. So
it wouldn't be possible without people like you supplying the goods.
We really, really appreciate that. It's very important to us that we, our quality standards are out there, and we appreciate the feedback. It is very, very important to us. So speaking in regards to product, we know that there are many, many choices out there for suppliers, specifically leather and carpet. When you are considering supplies for your projects, what's most important to you about leather, carpet, thread? What do you evaluate or assess?
So for me, it mainly revolves around the color, right? So there's a specific color that I'm dialing in. So you have brown, and then there's once you start diving into browns, then there's about 20 shades of brown, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
Unfortunately, it's a brown may pull a red, it may pull an orange, it may, in the sunlight it's going to look slightly different. So every supplier is going to have slightly different palette. So usually that kind of ties in. I also like a smoother, your Fusion line has a great hand to it, good stretch, nice look to it. It's like a Napa style, very smooth grain. So that's pretty much all the characters I look for when I'm going. But it does come back to the color for me, and then I'll dial it in. I'm not going to use something I don't like using just because that's there's a happy medium with that.
Sure.
But
what about you, Wes?
We're doing business with certain vendors too. You build relationships with certain vendors.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's like a double-edged sword. Sometimes you find you get hooked up with one company, and then you find another company that has something similar. You're like, oh man, I want to try this. And then you try it, you're like, oh man, I could have used this the whole time.
Gotcha.
So don't be afraid to use other vendors just because you feel married to one. So you can. There's plenty of business out there. You can also just think, I'm doing a build right now where it's carpet's one supplier and two different leathers are from two different suppliers. So it all depends, like Chris said, that color and that texture is what we're looking for sometimes.
And most importantly, what the customer wants to make them happy.
Yeah, they're the main boss. They're the one.
Well, that, and also at the end of the day, I think so too. I'm choosing, or he's choosing. We're choosing leather. So if there's a problem down the road, we pick that, right?
Gotcha.
So that's on us.
That does make a big difference.
Fantastic. Well, guys, we are here again at MasterTech Expo 2023 with some of the experts, the best of the best in the industry, Wesley, Cato, and Anything Car Audio, Chris of McClintock with Bucks Custom, sharing a little bit of tips and tricks in the industry and how to take your skill to the next level. Please consider joining us MasterTech Expo next year. It is an awesome, awesome opportunity. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us today.
Yep, thank you as well.
And thank you, Hog Ring, for joining us here at the MasterTech Expo. It has been an incredible opportunity and privilege being here with y'all today. Shoot us a DM. Again, Wesley and Chris are very, very approachable and very willing to help, to inspire, to connect, and to learn and grow together. Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to thank the cameraman.
And thanks, cameraman.